Hi, I'm Suzie from Nailcore Education. Everybody's talking about unicorn. So today, that's what I'm gonna do. Here's my version of a unicorn nail. Let's get started. So I polish my nails with gel. I kind of feel only one nail, like an accent nail, should be the unicorn. If they're all done, it's kind of a bit much. That's just my opinion. So I'm just gonna do one as an accent. So I polished all the rest to sort of match the sort of fairy-like unicorn world that I think would look good. So the idea with a unicorn is to make it look like a real unicorn horn that is kind of a spiral look on it. So with the UNICHROME nail, it is more or less a 3D effect. So you want to create those ridges of the unicorn shape. I made the stiletto because I thought it would look really good. I had them a little bit shorter before and it wasn't quite doing it for me. I think it was matching this hand. I decided to lengthen this hand to give it a real good, definite unicorn horn shape. So I'm just going to slightly buff it just so the gel will stick. I want to buff the whole thing because I am going to put it on the whole thing. Just putting a little bit of alcohol on it just to get rid of the dust. So I was doing this for some clients and I do find that depending on the shape of the person's nail too, if you make the unicorn ridges, which I'll show you, too wide to the side, it can look really bulky and chunky. So I try to keep it to the center as far as the height goes, and I'll show you what I mean. I've got a couple of dotting tools. And this one might be a little too thin. This one's a bit bigger. This is a well-used tool, and this one's brand new. So as I build the unicorn rims up, I might use the wider one first, and then the smaller one for the top as we go. I'll show you why. This one has a bit of a smaller one on the end right there, but I think it's too tiny. I've got two different types of builder gels, which is what I'm going to use. And this one's from AKZENTZ, and this one's MOSAIC. They're two different colors. The AKZENTZ is clear, and MOSAIC's got a bit of a pink tinge to it. I just want to see which one you'll be able to see better as I build it. Sometimes clear you might not be able to see as well, but it's shiny, so you can see it pretty good, I hope. I just wanted to show you the two different kinds. So here's my two gel options. When you're designing the unicorn ridges, it's actually very artistic. Some are very close together, some would be wide, some might be thinner, some could be varied in sizes. So it's very artistic, and whoever is doing it is going to put their own spin on it. That's why they can all look so different. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the clear. I'm not going to do it so straight across. I'm going to have a little bit of a bend to it to try to give it a bit of a flare to it. That's the clear. I don't know. Can you see that very well, cameraman? Or is it just kind of...
Yeah, I can see it.
You can, eh? So there's one. And you do want a builder gel that doesn't move. You want a builder gel that sits there for you. Because if it moves, it's going to go softer. You don't want it to get too soft. Now, I don't put mine too close together. I don't think I make them too thin either. But I am sort of curving it a little. I don't know if you can see that. Spin it this way and just take a look at it. That actually looks all right. You can always do your little corrections after. You could do this with gel polish too. You can just paint. I've done it with gel polish. I prefer the builder gel because it's a little bit more where I put it.
You mean it doesn't like sag or?
Yeah, the builder gel has a bit of thickness to it, but the gel polishes really don't. So you gotta put a couple, maybe 3 layers of it, depending how thick you want it. Whereas the builder gel comes that way initially, so you don't have to do too many layers. tend to make it higher in the center, and I pull it off to the sides a little bit, and don't make it too thick because I don't really want the side of the nail, when you look at it this way, to look fat with the thickness of the rim. I want to keep that thickness more in the center to draw your eye this way as opposed to outward, just to make it look more dainty. Just don't like to get too thick and bulky. I'm gonna take it all the way to the tip like that. Just gonna sort of fix it. Okay, I think I can build on that. So what I want to do is put my gels away, and I'm going to bring in my trusty little light, and I'm just going to give that. Build your gel needs about a minute in an LED and about 2 in a UV. Okay, so I am not going to use any more of my clear accents because I want to show you the second layer with a little bit of color. Maybe you can see the difference. This is already cured, this first layer. If you look at it, you can see the ridges to it, right? But I want to build it a little bit higher. The more layers of gel you put on it too for color, it's going to soften those ridges a little. So I want to build it a little bit higher so they're a little more defined when I put the gel layer on top. So I'm going to get the smaller tip, and I'm going to start in the center, and I'm just going to work out a bit. I picked a different color. I don't know if you can really see it, but my hope was that you could. You can do this with black, and you could do this with white, and you could do it with pink, whatever color you want. I just really want this to look very magical and almost a little more transparent. So I didn't want to use a dark color because I'm putting chrome on top. So you can see that it's building that ridge a little bit higher, and I'm just more or less going in the center point. So I'm sort of just putting it in the center. I'll pull off to the side a little bit, like drop off. I don't want it right thick to the side because I don't want to create that side bulk. You don't need much, as you can see, right? It's just covering the tip of that dotting tool. I really like that idea of using the wider one for the base and then this one, smaller one, for the next layer. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, it'll be more clear when we finalize it. Oh, the ridges are coming up really nice. Really cute. Yeah, if you could just look at it all the way around and see if you're getting that nice ridge that you're looking for. Okay, I think I like that. It's hard to see because it's all just sort of one color, but that's really pretty. Oh, get rid of my... Just going to give this a really good minute cure. This builder gel requires 60 seconds in LED. So I'm going to grab my top coat. Now I'm getting ready to do the chrome. So I'm going to put a very thin layer of this because I want to keep my ridges nice and ridgy. But I do want to make sure I get it all because I'm going to put the chrome on here. I'm just trying to get the cuticle area. I'll worry about that right now. Then I'm going to wipe it down. Then I'm going to get rid of some off of my brush. Then I am actually going to wipe it sideways, right in those ridges. I don't want it to well up in there. So I'm actually going to wipe any excess out of there and still covering it, right? That should be good. Okay, and I'm just going to double check the cuticle, get rid of anything in there. That looks pretty good. Before I nuke it, I don't want to nuke it in the cuticle. I believe this is a 30-second cure. We're getting there. I'm getting excited. Okay, now I'm ready for the chrome. I've chosen this chrome color that JOYA MIA sent me. Oh, and if you're interested in their chrome colors, there's a discount code in the description below. Okay, get a nice clean applicator. Now I did try this with all sorts of different looks and different colored chromes that they had sent, and ultimately I decided that the silver chrome looked kind of the nicest, at least the mood I was in when I was practicing. I just really liked the look of it and thought if I ever did run into a unicorn, this I think what it would look like. This is a very interesting technique on a ridgy design, because usually when we're putting chrome on, we're rubbing it onto a very, very smooth surface. But now this is ridgy. So I'm just making sure that I'm rubbing into it, so make sure it gets everywhere before I top coat it. Oh, wow. That's adorable. So I'm going to put my top coat on one more time just to seal it. And I'm going to be really careful again. I want it to be nice and thin. I don't want it to bulk up and settle. And when I put it on, to put the chrome on, meaning taking it away from my bottle, like wiping it away off of the brush and then flowing with the ridges. It's fun to do these fantasy nails, so pretty. Okay, so we're just going to give that another final cure of about 30 seconds. Okay, well now there you have a unicorn nail. That looks really pretty. So I could just leave it at this, but I kind of feel like a unicorn. I know if I ran into one, there's going to be sparkles happening somewhere. So I feel like I should put some sparkles on. So when I was playing around with it, I wanted to put some sparkles in it. And I come up with these three, which to me, these are very unicorn. But I found that I tried these sparkly ones, which I thought would be really good. The little ones, they just weren't cutting it. It just didn't look good against the chrome in particular. But these ones looked kind of cool. So I want to show you. I'm not going to overdo it, but I just want to put a little bit on. All I want to do is just add just a tiny bit, but I found it was the chunkier chunks that looked better, not the little ones. And I think I'll leave it at that. Oh, then I want to cure it. I'm going to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm just going to seal my little glitters in. And that's why I want to make sure I do this nice and thin, because I don't want this to be too thick. That actually looks really cute. Just that little glitter. But I do find against the chrome, it's got to be kind of chunky glitter, just in my opinion. Very cute. Okay, I'm going to give that about a 30-second cure. Then I'm going to clean up my cuticles, and I can't wait to do the reveals on this one. Well, I hope if I run into a unicorn, that's exactly what it looks like. Well, I finally got a chance to do the unicorn horn. Thanks to you guys. It was your request. A lot of you asked. There you go. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.